AI is evolving at breakneck speeds. Now, being an avid crypto lover and having been a builder in the space for many years now, the growth I've seen recently in AI agents sparked a real light bulb moment for us to build a whole new product in crypto. That product we're calling Yield Seeker, as you can see here. Our very own AI agent platform with personalized agents focused on generating yield through DeFi for you on autopilot. And today in this video, I'll be running through how Yield Seeker works and how to use it so that you can get started with it yourself. Now, before I get started, take note that there'll be an airdrop at some point for Yield Seeker, and there's a massive points bonus for those who get in now and deposit over $100 in USDC. So I suggest creating your own account on Yield Seeker right now as you follow along this video. Okay, so just during this video, I'll jump between the Yield Seeker app and the post I'm releasing about Yield Seeker so that we keep the video very focused. So this is the app, this is the post, right? Now, we see that there are many problems in DeFi today. DeFi yield volatility is one. It's very volatile and makes it difficult for even experienced DeFi investors to track the best opportunities. Another one is that new opportunities are constantly emerging, which requires continuous monitoring and research to keep up and find out, what's out there. Understanding the inherent risks. There are risks that are quite complex to understand, such as impermanent loss when you're doing liquidity provision, and just keeping on top of all those risks. And each investor has a unique tolerance and risk tolerance and investment goals, right? So everyone's different, and that personalization can be challenging as well. And of course, DeFi is pretty complex, and it can make it difficult to evaluate and compare things clearly. So through leveraging AI, we knew we could solve many of these challenges and make DeFi easier to use, which gave birth to Yield Seeker. More specifically, our vision is one where AI agents become your own personalized investment managers, right? Through advanced data analysis and personalized conversations with you, your agents can learn about you and the market and execute tailored investment strategies for your financial goals and risk profile. And this is our current picture of Yield Seeker, right? I mean, all of this is in beta and it's early and it's going to evolve, but we love this character as it stands. So we became really excited about that vision, and we decided to build that future ourselves. Further down the line, we also think Yield Seeker will be able to help in onboarding, the masses by, bring them on chain by simplifying crypto. But that will come later, and by then maybe this character will have changed also, right? For now, we're aiming at crypto natives. And as I said, those who sign up early and deposit at least $100 on the platform will get bonus points and climb up the leaderboard, which I'll show later, ensuring that they get the airdrop when we release the token. I've said this, but just important note, this platform is still in early beta. There may be issues. Also, currently only supports the base network, and so you need ETH and USDC on base to use it. Okay, so it's important to say those things before we actually get started. Now, to get started, open up the website. This is our homepage. You can see a little bit about how it works. But really, we want to go into the app, which you can either do by clicking here, and that will open it up. Right, so now the first thing you want to do is connect your wallet. So let's see which wallet is going to open up for me. Brave Wallet. Cool. And then sign to log in, sign in. Great. Now, this is the first thing you'll see when you're asked to, when you've signed in for the first time and you're a new user, right? You'll be asked to create a username and hit the disclaimer that you've read it and create the account, right? So let's just, for the sake of this one, just say Bob 1, 2, 3, 4, and hit this. There's also a referral field here. So if you have been referred by another user, you can put their username here, which will give them points, and I'll discuss that later. But you can do that in the account screen, so you don't need to fill it in here if you don't want to. And you hit create account. Cool. Now you'll be led through a little onboarding, which will tell you what Yield Seeker does. So essentially, yield seekers here to find the low, best low risk yield opportunities for you, monitor market conditions, how to deposit, and provide real-time updates. And if you hit next, AutoSeek is a strategy that the current agent follows and enables it to work autonomously on your behalf, right? So it will automatically rebalance your portfolio daily based on the best yield opportunities that it finds. It will use data-driven, it'll make data-driven decisions and save you time and complexity by removing the need for you to keep monitoring. The agent takes over, right? You just check occasionally to see how your portfolio is performing. You don't need to actually do anything. It takes over and does it for you. And while we're in beta, the agents are entirely free. We do the hard work, so you don't have to. So if we click next, now you can give your agent a name. In my post, I give it a funny name, an icon, unicorn, rush. Just call it rush unicorn. It's just a funny name with a unicorn icon, right? And once you've done that, it will create the agent for you. Cool. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to send ETH and USDC into this wallet, right? Into your own wallet. And once you've done that, the options here will appear for you to transfer the ETH and the USDC into the agent's wallet. So this is my wallet here, and this is the agent's wallet. The ETH is necessary for the agent to pay for gas fees, right? And the USDC is what the agent will invest in on your behalf, on the user's behalf, right? So it doesn't currently automatically convert ETH to USDC or vice versa. So you actually need to send both assets, and you can do that whichever way you want. Now, what I'm going to actually do is I'm probably going to hop over into a different account. But first, let me just show you what this would look like. So if we go through, we create the account, then you've got this wallet. Now, when you've sent it in, you'll see this, and you'll see the transfer buttons come through. And once you've transferred, you'll get to the account page, which I will show you. But for the very first time when you do this, you'll be given this screen and you'll be asked to hit enable to actually start the agent, right? Now, once it's enabled, it will show the action it's taken. Let me now switch to another agent so that we've already got an agent that I can show you that's already working, and I think that will be more representative to show the rest of what's going on here, because it would take a while to send money in and everything, and I could just skip that step. Okay, great. So now we're in this other account, and it's already active. AutoSeek is enabled. You can see that the last action that the agent took was to move money from one place to another out of the options it's aware of, and the money's currently earning 4.3%, right? And then you can track what it's doing by going to the performance tab, or discuss with your agent by going on discuss tab. There's these two tabs here. So we'll look through them individually. Let's first go to the performance tab, and you'll be able to see, this is your wallet, this is the agent's wallet, right? And all the money that the agent's got, it's sent into one of the vaults that it's aware of to earn yield, right? And so you can see here, this agent has over $10,000 in it, and it's already earned $22 worth of yield for the user, right? Now, what's cool here is you can see how much it earns over the last 7 days. It's 6.35%, as it was kind of switching between vaults and finding the best deal, the best APYs. It also has an all-time average of 5%. We've seen ranges, and this changes a lot depending on the market, right? A few months back, the market was giving much higher APYs on these vaults, and now it's giving low APYs. But the agents are, the visibility of vaults that they can access is just going to expand, right? So we're working on growing this in the background. You can see there was a period where it was managing a lot less money, and then we, gave it more for it to manage. And you can see all the actions it's taken. I think this is kind of where it gets very cool because you can see what the agent is doing for you, right? Like this is the work that you would have to do if you were thinking through, oh, am I switching vaults? Which vault am I going to go to? You don't need to, right? The agent does all the work for you, takes all the complexity out, right? It decided to stay in this vault, move to this vault, it converted some money into something else, it sold one token for another, it moved something to something, so on and so forth, right? And this is still, early stage. These agents are just going to evolve and evolve, right? And do even more complex stuff. So this is where you can kind of see what the agent's up to. You can see where it's put your yield, where it's earning yield for you. And yeah, this is, you can imagine it kind of like the hub to see what the agent's doing for you. Okay, and so this is the discuss tab, right? This is where you can ask questions to your agent, right? So, for example, what current, these are just some example prompts, like what strategy are you generating my money, what the risks involved, what my yield positions, what current yield opportunities. In this case, I previously asked what current yield opportunities are there, and it went and gave me a bunch that it's aware of, right? So it's like this, there's this vault here that's earning this much, there's this vault that's earning this much, and so on and so forth. So you can ask your agent questions here. Now, the key thing here is that, this is where the AI kind of comes in and you can interact with it, and it will formulate the best answers it can for the questions you give it, like, what yield generation strategy are you taking my money? You can see kind of like, it's given a pretty clear answer here. Right now, the discuss tab, this tab is mainly for querying your agent on what it's doing to generate you yield, why it's doing that, and basically to learn more about it, DeFi and what it's up to, right? However, we're working to develop this section further in such a way where by interacting with your agent and asking you questions, it'll learn more about you, right? And it'll understand your risk profile, your goals, and that will guide its decision making. As I said at the top, the future we're creating here is one where AI agents become your personalized investment managers, right? So that's where we're heading. For now, though, it is important to remember that we're still in beta and there are times where the AI won't be able to answer your questions or will make some mistakes. If you see this, something that's not working, feel free to send us feedback on the support page. So that's down here. You can just send us here, or you can message on Twitter or Discord or whichever channel that you find, right? But you can see this place as where you have a conversation with your agent, right? Learn what it's up to. Now, the last but not least, I want to show you the leaderboard. So the leaderboard is where you get points. You can see your points that will eventually get you, the higher you are, the more points you've accumulated, the higher on the leaderboard, the larger airdrop will be when the token launches, right? And so here you could see some users with different number of points. Now, let me just go through them. So I've said it a few times at this point, you earn bonus points for being early on the app, right? And depositing at least 100 USDC. Specifically, these are the Trailblazer set of points and the earliness points, right? So with Trailblazer, if you're the first 200 users, you get the most points. If you're within the first 200 users, if you're the next set 200 to 500 users, you get a slightly reduced number of points, 500 to 1,000 another one, 1,000, 2,000, etc. And this is clearly incentivizing people to join, sign up, get involved. The earlier number of users, the earlier user you are, the more you'll be rewarded. And similarly, we have another measure, which is earliness, which is based on time, right? So say you're not in the first 200, but you still got in, this month. That will, also earn you a big bonus, right? But the real main bonus comes from earning yield. Well, actually, before I get to that, there's another way of getting bonus, which is socials, right? So in the account page, you can connect up your X account and your Discord account, and if you connect your X account, you get 5,000 points. You connect your Discord, you get 5,000 points too, right? Now the account page also has the referral sections, so you can copy this link and create a referral, or type in here, if you got referred by someone and you didn't fill it in the creation stage of your account, you can put it in here, right? And they'll get points. And so like I say, the key point mechanism is for yield earned. Every $1 of yield that you earn gives you 1,000 points, right? So the more money you have, the more yield you'll earn and the more points you earn. Fundamentally, this is about generating yield for you, and when you get more yield, you'll also get more points, because that's the fundamental reason for the platform and for these agents. And if you like the platform, you want to get more people in, you can use your referral link, which I just showed you in the account, to get your friends on board, and you'll get 10% of their points. So say you've brought in 20 friends and they've all got 10,000 points, then you'll get 10% of 10 times 20 times 10,000, it'd be 20,000, right? So you get 20,000 points just based on referrals. So if you do have a lot of people you want to get on board, then go for it. That's the way to make it happen, to climb the leaderboard, right? So this has been kind of a brief run through, but we're really excited by our vision and what we're building with Yield Seeker. Right now, it's still so early, but we're already getting great feedback and seeing great potential. We have an A-list set of advisors who are masters in AI agents, within the crypto space, and they're helping us along every step of the way too. People like Zeneca, Sammy, Seed Phrase, and Cons from Acolyte, right? These are all great people in their own right. And yeah, again, their feedback has been great, and just having them on board. And we're looking to get the word out a lot. But I wanted to give all my readers who read my posts and will watch this video an unfair advantage, right? Which is why you're getting, you're the first people to officially hear about Yield Seeker. This also means that you can earn the highest bonus points and climb right to the top of the leaderboard if you jump in now, right? Before everyone else. So a final thing to note is that we're still a nascent project in beta. And while we've taken all the necessary precautions of security and feel confident with putting in 5-figure values, as you saw, please don't go putting your life savings away in just yet. We're still growing and maturing, and one day we plan to support many millions of dollars, but it's still an early project, right? Nonetheless, at this point, I think you know what to do, right? Jump on board, chuck in some USDC to earn yield and earn points, and refer all your friends and climb up the leaderboard. And yeah, just join us on this journey. We're excited. We think that AI is going to change the world, and crypto is going to change the world, and this intersection is incredible. And so yeah, I'm excited to have you join us, and please give us any feedback along the way. Anything that you like, dislike, would change. That's how we're going to evolve and adapt and make the best platform possible. See you inside.